rats anymore.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Calm down, dear. Well, it won't happen, I swear.
Kitrak's red dragon would have this place down around Gortash's ears in moments.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I've always hated this place.
It will be far more satisfying to plunge a blade into Gortash myself than to pick through his ashes.
What's on your mind?
It won't happen, I swear.
We broke down the door.
I don't care how many...
Trouble.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
You've been seeing the flames, and we're still here.
I've always kind of hated this place. Such ado about a damned bridge.
I'm not being paid till It's just a bridge. Is it really worth all that ire?
Come on. Isn't there something you hate for no good reason?
I dislike owls. Their hypermobile necks are quite disconcerting.
You know what, Lay? I couldn't agree more.
You will hear and you will heed.
You seek Archduke Gortash, do you not? Take the door to the right of the throne, just through the grating. But know this. If you do not possess the stone he requires, he will cleave you straight through. I trust nothing more needs to be said on the matter. My lord requires a clear path to his magnificent future. We cut away the troubles and preamble. Do not face him without Orin's netherstone in hand, or you will meet the same end.
Time to dance.
Ah, a familiar face, and a fondly remembered one indeed. How have you been, Karlach?
Very, very hot.
You're agitated. I'd keep an eye on that. My Steel Watch are sensitive to anything they perceive as a threat.
Very clever. Fabricating people to do your fighting for you. But they won't be able to protect you forever, Gortash.
I never meant to harm you, dear. Merely to help you realize your vast potential.
You sent me to the Hells. You let Zariel take my heart, as though any of it was yours to give away.
The greater good, Karlach. Something I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You feel no regret, do you? All right. How about fear, then?
Oh, you do quite misunderstand. I've already made a deal with your companion. We need each other.
Do we now?
The man doesn't know the meaning of the word respect. He'll double-cross us at the first opportunity.
You're wrong, Karlach. I'm sorry you're still sore about how things ended between us, but that was 10 years ago. We must look to the future.
You have no future. There will come a time, sooner than you think, when death comes knocking on your door. You'll swing that door open, and you'll cower before what you see, and you'll beg, "Please, Karlach, spare me. I can't wait."
You have the Netherstones. They resonate with my own. I commend you for putting an end to Orin's madness. She must be screaming bloody murder in the Hells even now. How was the reunion? I trust you demonstrated your particular spark of creative genius. I always preferred your methods to hers. You have mastery over your urges. Orin was consumed by her gruesome obsessions. I'm surprised Baal allowed you to slip away from his grasp. But this changes nothing. With me, you will have power greater than Baal could have given you, and you will bow to no master. My involvement with Orin was never a true alliance. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash and the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. We will raise a black keep in Baldur's Gate. Then we will conquer the Sword Coast and unite all its peoples under our rule. But first, the brain awakens. We must act now. Faithful, come forward. Hand me the Netherstones, and we will rule as one.
Kill him and take his stone. The grand design cannot come to pass.
Half a smile shows he is teasing you. He doesn't think for one moment you'd fully submit to him, nor should a spawn as formidable as you.
I'm not here for games. Hand me the stones, or face the black hand of Lord Bane. One final test. Will she defy me and prove her worth? Or will she cower? As they should. I was merely testing you. This should be an alliance of peers. You've got a backbone, and the makings of a leader. The Dark Lord Bane blesses our alliance. Our time is short. The Elder Brain is held beneath the city. We must go to it if we're to control it. There is a vessel to the Morphic pool where the brain feeds. I will wait for you at the pool. With the nether stones in hand, the brain can't resist us. We will be absolute, with an infected army at our beck and call. First we take Baldur's Gate, then Faerun. All of Toril will soon follow. 1,000 kingdoms at our command.
Look at you, precious.
We will meet under the city and take control of the brain.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
Makers, saviors, pawns, dupes, fools, released, usefulness ended, targeted, killed, death unavoidable.
Well?
What's on your mind? Oh, would that I could. Magical.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
am I? What's going on?
Cranium rats. They swarm when an elder pit is near. We must be close to its hiding place. Beware. A solitary rat may be trivial, but a swarm is dangerous.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through. An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
cut like a hatchet to the skull.
Stronger than before. Much stronger.
We're close. We must be. The brain is near. Let it be your one and only focus.
Honestly, I was expecting an all-powerful brain to have a lair that was a little, flashier. Not immaculately designed or anything, just to have a sense of drama to it.
An aura of Netheril hangs heavy in this place. The brain is close, as is the crown, as is victory. Dare we begin to hope?
Dominated. Controlled. Crowned.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Chase. Devour.
Delicious. Still breathing, despite everything.
Swift and lethal.
Battle of wits.
catch my breath. Take hero.
Not fall before my time.
Shall we dance?
Witching hour.
Take this!
Creatures were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects everything it touches.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. That took the edge off.
Thrall. Break control.
Keep it together.
This way, quickly. We need to talk.
An aura of Netheril hangs heavy in...
The brain is near. I am iron, steel, and silver. I am Vlakith's blade. Chmar Salar Vlakith. I am. Never again will my people suffer under illithid enslavement. Zai, Zai, Zai!
Hello, my sweet little spawn. Oh, as well as can be expected when facing down the end of the world. Please, darling. You have the vampire ascendant on your side. How could we lose? Then we'd better make it count. You've never tasted so sweet, darling.
The brain is about to break free. We have no time to lose. We either shackle it by the force of our will and usher in a new age, or the city breaks.
You've survived shadows, defied gods, and overcome many challenges to be here. But that doesn't mean you're ready for what comes next.
For that, you will have to be much, much stronger.
I don't doubt your conviction, but I'd be a fool to expect victory. The brain has grown incredibly powerful. Confronting it is madness, but there's no other way. If either of us falters, both of us die. Come, let's end this.
Oh, my head is pounding.
The brain is
rise. I, Lord Enver Gortash, chosen of Bane, command you.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Dark Lord, how did it grow so large?
You think you know why you are here? You think you can atone for giving me my power, child of Baal? By destroying me with the nether stones? You are wrong.
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone. Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
It is what made me what I am.
You are delusional. The crown is how we controlled you.
I respected Baal's child once, but not you, Gortash. I allowed you to control me, as long as it suited my purpose. You have played your part. The next order to be given is mine, and it is this. Die.
Sweet hells! Well, that's what you get.
Chosen about the astral prison? Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
Were you a part of its plan?
I only needed one Netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
We can't afford to let that happen.
is not over. You out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. has become something more. A nether brain. I thought so too. But that was when I believed it was still an elder brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
Seems the brain's more reluctant to let go of the crown than we anticipated. Separating the crown from that monstrosity will be harder than we imagined. It might be time to reconsider our strategy.
The Netherbrain believes it will rise victorious, but it could never predict the extent of our might and the heat of our fury. But first, we must attend to the captive prince. Orpheus will die by my hand. So I have spoken, so it is recorded in slate.
All of that? And the stones didn't even work? I swear, this is never ending.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Assimilate him? Skvar! We must drive a blade through the foul prince's belly.
If you kill Orpheus now, you will doom yourself to be the Netherbrain's thrall. You cannot approach the brain without the prince's protection. I can consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain, his powers. The process would kill him.
The traitor prince dead at last. My queen's mission fulfilled. No, I will not accept it. This cannot be the only way. Vlaakith will provide.
Is this not the outcome your queen wanted, Lae'zel? A reward will be yours for the taking. The prince will be dead, and we will still stand a chance against the Netherbrain. Now, give me the stones.
Within the recesses of your mind, another possibility sparks. You might refuse the Emperor and break Orpheus free with the hammer. You can defeat the Netherbrain with the Prince as an ally. Afterwards, Lae'zel can strike down Prince Orpheus. Vlaakith's bidding will be done.
Thank you. Now stand aside. I will assimilate the Githyanki's power in your stead.
judge me.
Skvar. The false prince is dead. His power taken to end the Gate Grand Design. We hold the hammer in hand and you stood against me. Still, I see a path to ascension. My queen will see the truth and know this was the way forward. She will greet me in Tunarath as the Comet's destroyer, the prince's ruin.
Come, we must follow the brain's path. This time, we will not fail.
I think I'm going to be sick.
The false prince has fallen.
It's time to leave.
My queen, have you heard his cry?
No sense dwelling on it. We made our choice, and we'll live with the nightmares.
We proceed together.
Strike down anything standing between you and the brain.
We must be getting close. Stay on your guard.
Such blazing wonder, to behold the sky swarming with red dragons. Listen close, and you can almost hear them roaring Queen Vlakith's blessed name. I am iron, steel, I am. Never again will my...
The High Hall was once a beacon of promise, of wisdom, of celebration. Now, well, it's just a beacon for all manner of horrors and pity. I'm cautiously optimistic. Though, with the time left to us and the amount still to be done, it's best we don't take anything for granted. Who knows what shape these final moments of ours might assume? Not I. Not Mistra. Not even you. Whatever my fate might be, I'll be glad to greet it in such fine company. I'd need a ream of parchment longer than an elder brain's stem to capture the tumult I feel at that particular prospect. But I'm ready, if that's the word you need to hear. If you call on me, I will not let you down.
Look at this place. From a symbol of the city's power and grandeur to a brain-infested husk. Maybe I should help fund the repairs when this is all over. It would be the civic-minded thing to do. And it means we could install secret tunnels, spy holes, maybe even a murder pit. Everything we'd need to rule from the shadows. Oh, as well as can be expected. Please.
Watch Citadel, home to the protectors.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
I said only kind and flowery things. Harper's honor. Yes, this is the one. And just in time. There's a city to be saved.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it travelleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your, resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
My dark forces are at your command today. We have a common goal.
I was the first Dark Justiciar in a generation, but soon will be Legion. And today, we fight at your side.
Nature's servant awaits.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
To our freedom! We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
You feel a tickle of mirth in the Emperor's thoughts. If they only knew the truth.
Dost thou need my service? Impossible. Thy part as thou... Dost thou need my... If thou art ready, proceed to seal fate's image with thy final stitch.
High Hall. There's nowhere else to go. This is where it all ends. The sooner we kill this thing, the better.
I'm glad you're here. The Illithid too. Though it'll take some getting used to.
Oh, don't look at me. This is your charge to lead. And no one better to do it. Oh, don't...
Bodies, bloods, this is the dream. Knew I was smart to sneaks in. The Skelly boy said I could stay if I sold you stuff. So hurry up. Buy, buy, buy! Really? Oh, don't you go getting chopped up. I need customers! Don't go dying, or I'll be real mad!
Dragons, overhead. Stay low.
Fall back! Fall back! Matthew! Leave him be! We have to keep running!
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
He's frightened of your Illithid ally, but the very fact it hasn't killed him on sight gives him reason to pause. Can the rumors be true? Is this really the Mind Flayer who could save the city? You see his mind racing through its options, finding only one. Against all his better judgment, it's you and your Mind Flayer.
Remarkable. Never in all my life did I think to fight alongside a Mind Flayer. Oh. We go back in there, we die. We flee, we last half a day at best. Shit! If this is it, then gods damn it, let's make it count. City Watch, with me! We'll follow you to our last breaths.
No one stopped me yet.
Assume nothing.
No time to rest.
Don't waste a step.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Nothing will stand in my way.
I am fury. I am death. Make way. In my best interest.
Join us.
Hope your soul is in good hands. Very well.
There's blood in the air. This will do nicely.
I will ascend.
What fools these mortals be, with haste.
Time to strike. I will not know fate.
Let's turn someone inside out.
That was close. No doubt there'll be others.
Taste my fury. No time to waste.
Best be on my way. Death won't take me yet.
Incendio vivi!
Breathe deep and move.
Let's move.
Swift and lethal.
Need to find a way forward. Open up.
That was most of them. Time to press on. I'll feel that one later.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
My wife. I've got to get home. I want to be with her when it all... you know?
Looks like part of the Netherbrain, but we'll need to be higher up to climb it.
Nautiloid, steer clear of its missiles.
Time to move.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Victory awaits.
The lance board is set. Good move.
Sliced and burned, dashed and diced. They will be offerings to your splendor.
You will bleed for her glory.
While they're distracted. Step quick.
Well, so much for peace. At the ready.
Victory awaits. Make way.
What now? Should get started. Time to press ahead.
I will ascend.
Let me recite their demise. Indeed.
Where do I go from here? I'm coming for you.
You are persistent. You have function. Leave them. Join us. Witness the fish. Witness the grand design.
The High Hall was once a beacon of promise. The High Hall was one... I'd need a ream of parchment, but I'm ready. If that's the word you...
A thought occurs to you as you gaze at the monstrosity above. Gale's orb remains an option, one that could put an end to the Absolute once and for all.
You're plotting something, aren't you? Come on, then. Out with it. I'd rather know before we take on that cerebral monstrosity. thought I made my feelings plain. I do not want to take that step. Not anymore. You make it sound like such a small thing. No, I do not wish to die. If there is even the slimmest chance of success once we ascend, I wish to pursue it. There's no sense dwelling on such a future if it is locked behind the looming shadow of the Netherbrain. First, we must fight. Then we deal with the crown. Plotting something, aren't you? Come on, then. Out with it. I'd rather know before. I thought I made my feelings... You make it... There is even the slimmest... There's no sense dwelling on such a future if it is locked behind the looming shadow of the Netherbrain. First, we must fight. Then we deal with the crown. I could simply tell you what you want to hear, then ascend by myself and take on the brain alone, you know? Sometimes I wish I were a more selfish man. Life would be so much easier. But, alas. You're right. The orb is the only way. All that's left for me to do is spirit you away to safety. You ready? There's endless wonder out there. Infinite possibilities. Perhaps fate will bring us back together before the universe. Fugamus Inferni Blandimenta. Up you go then, Gale. Let's make this count. The whole world's watching.
Come to die. Come to live. Surrender and live. Thrall!
Thrall? No, I think you're mistaken. The name's Gale of Waterdeep. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, though our time together will be exceptionally brief. Farewell, and happy land.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
The wizard did it. He really did it. He blew up the brain. The tadpole. I can't feel it anymore. And here I was worried I'd become some grotesque, deformed beast. Of course, it did cost us a wizard, but, well, it was his choice. Strange. I miss him. More than I thought I would.
A most noble sacrifice. We have achieved all that I desired. Thanks to Gale, we are free.
Well, that's a pleasant sight. Here's hoping they stay in their own plane. Speaking of the astral plane, aren't you going to join them, Lae'zel?
The Netherbrain is dead. To slay a Geich was my sworn duty. I must call out to Tunorath. My ascension's at hand. We have thwarted the grand design. My loyalty is beyond question. Silence now. I will speak the rite of ascension. Vlakith Barnasin. Vlakith Ixaith. Vlakith Trinasaji.
You quiver in spite of yourself. Lae'zel shouts to the astral plane, seeking an answer. And before long, she has one.
A red dragon to carry me to Tunorath. The Queen's covenant is fulfilled.
You look on as Lae'zel soars to an uncertain fate. With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt.
So, what's next? Something fun, I hope.
We raise a glass to Gale. Perhaps the elf song still stands.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
If Baldur's Gate is too foolish to recognize its saviors, so be it. The city will miss your influence, as will I.
I will miss you, too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the Mind Flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
Whatever the next step, the path will still be there come morn. There is no harm in taking a moment to honor the fallen. Then, quite honestly, to sleep.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do? we did. Together. And now it's done. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. I'm ready. I stand back. I'm going to...
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. You slept like a babe straight through the night, dreamless, thoughtless, and almost entirely free. For the first time, you feel alone, calm. You breathe. Baal may have been your beginning, but he will not be your end. Of all those you killed in your father's name, one lingers in your mind even now. Isabel, the cleric of Selûne. Her death weighs upon you still. A burden you will carry for the rest of your days. But fortunately, you will not have to carry it alone.
It feels so good. Freedom. True freedom. Finally. I can feel my strength growing. Every day that passes, I gain new abilities. You know, now that our enemies have fallen, I might be the most powerful person in the world. And as you're my consort, that makes us the most powerful people in the world. My love, you always know the right thing to say. The world is ours for the taking. So, what would you like? Oh, darling, I love the way you think. We will need to be careful, of course. There are still powerful forces in the city, not least of whom is our friend, the new Grand Duke. We can start slowly, quietly charming and manipulating key figures, building up our network of puppets. Before long, we'll have our hands on every string in the city, and they will dance however we tell them to. We have a beautiful, bloody future to look forward to, my love. I can't be sure what it holds for us, but I know one thing. This is going to be fun!
6 months from the fall of the Netherbrain, you and Astarion were hosting a grand masquerade in the refurbished ballroom of Cazador's palace. A young elf wearing an ivory mask in the guise of a skinless skull handed you a note as he passed you in the crowd. An invitation written in a frail hand, inviting you to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood with you against the Absolute. Astarion pouted when you read the invitation to him. He'd gladly accompany you, but he would have been happy to host the party himself. As it is, you'll gather in a familiar place, and one altogether more suitable for your reunion.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not.
It's good to meet again.
I should take a tour. Just to see what the rest are up to.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of sun-fed plants.
Aha! You see, Boo? I told you our friend was near.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice. You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little. I owe him a favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another. Suppose I'll get back to it then.
Boo! We are not dreaming. It is our old friend. Boo suggested a hello is more traditional. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover. What else but the stuff of songs, my friend? The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not sure of the difference. It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no? She told Minsk and Boo to behave themselves, which is why we shall be back in our cell by dawn. But leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is for celebration and the telling of tales. How have you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky? Boo does not believe your bitter words. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go, and greet the others. Minsk shall make himself presentable. This pond shall do nicely, Boo. Though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
Now, there's a face...
Away, my friend! Minsk shall soon strip, and Boo would not see you blinded.
Come now, out with it. Would be a shame to leave a party like this bereft of music too long. Milil. Though if the lack of song prayers is anything to go by, that name carries less weight than it used to. Apologies. I think I got a mote. Carried away there. You're hardly to blame. You just want to change up the music, I wager. You know? You're bloody right. It is an honor. Finally. The scribe picks an adventurer of substance, of culture. What can I do you for? Your wish is my... etc. What song do you want? Fantastic idea. It'll suit the whole affair perfectly.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
thou feelst it still. She is not here, she who was the boldest. Hast thy thoughts been with brave Karlach often? She would not come. Correct. Not in planes material, elemental, nor transitive can her like be found. In but 10 days, an entire life was lived. More than mortal years. Mortal centuries were hers. Thy band, thy bond, gave that life to her. Now thou speakest like me. Thou hast wisdom, after all. In the fugue plane, her soul burns so bright, it pains the gods to look upon. Recall that in time, all changes and all is rejoined. Thou shalt be with her again. Yes.
So, here we are. A gathering of allies at a cold campsite with no servants to attend us and few luxuries to enjoy. Ah, we could have been conquerors. We could have ruled these realms as gods. Do you ever regret that we did not take control of the Netherbrain? True. But what better revenge could there be than enslaving the abomination that was the author of my torment? I shall not dwell on the past, though. The future is unwritten and rich with possibilities. I feared that returning to the Underdark as an apostate of Lolth would be an act of madness. Perhaps it was. If so, it is a madness that fits me well. Rebels swarm to my cause, and even if it takes centuries, I will reclaim my house in Menzoberranzan. And make the Spider Queen bleed. Naturally. A fledgling god is of little use where my plans are concerned. You may observe my works if you lack sufficient occupations of your own, but do not interfere. Unless you wish to learn how fleeting divinity can be. I expect there have been other reunions to which This night shall be done sooner than any of us would like. I hope we meet again. I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
Ah, it's the star of the show. Our humble protagonist who forsook Baal to save the city. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post. Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A deadline. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think? I, me, it's all Volo as far as I'm concerned. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Hmm? Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in. Don't worry, friend. I'll be sure to send your royalties by post once the manuscript's published. I'm certain I have your address around here somewhere.
A word, please? It's very, very important.
Well, now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. Oh, forgive me. I am simply excitable. It is good to be out under an open sky once more. My first, since the reconstruction began. We left quite a mess behind. But the city begins to look something like itself once more. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh. Do you know, I have been known, on occasion, to speak ill of Baldur's Gate. But the city is more than her squalid streets. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three, but nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. Again. Ah, yes. Forgive me. There wasn't much time to offer hospitality with an elder brain looming over the city. They ask about you, of course. But I keep them a little too busy for stories. Ah, there is still much to do. People to house, a Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. But I see the flush in your cheeks when I speak of family. Perhaps you mean to start one of your own. Oh, I don't want to watch over a blood match where the duelists call me auntie. You just be careful. Bowspawn. All right, bald child. It is true you are no longer what you were. You have done well for yourself. For all your travels. I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you. Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
There have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
Why are you looking at me so? I'm enjoying myself. You look upon fun, Jaheira.
And how have our dear friends been without us to guide and protect them? Well, of course they do. They were never anything without us leading them. I'm amazed they've even survived this long, honestly. Still, it is good to see them. And good for them to see us, side by side, flourishing. We do turn every head the moment we walk into a room, and rightly so. I may have power, but it would be nothing without you. You complete me, and together we are unstoppable. So, heavens help the fool that tries to get in our way. I almost wish they would. It's been some time since we've seen a real challenge. But you should go. Mingle, chat, laugh. Have fun, my love. And if our friends drop any interesting secrets, bring them right back to me. Until then, I'll be here. But don't fret. I will be watching. I am always watching. We have an eternity for chit-chat, my love. The others only get you for tonight. I can't keep you all to myself.
Some fed plants.
I will never get
good
tired
company, good
of
wine.
seeing that
I wish
face.
it could last forever.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep. And if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. Alas, on this occasion I appear to have been erased from this plane in both soul and substance. So the usual protocol for revivification cannot be followed. I am, however, available for the duration of this spell to assist with the tying of any loose ends related to my recent departure from mortality. Quite the opposite. My funeral protocol runs to several hours of riveting speeches, tributes, and instructions as to the beneficiaries of my various wizarding sundries. As I am unable to detect any trace of my existence in reach of mortal magic, however, such a protocol would, in this instance, be destined to fail. The good news is I am here precisely to assist in cushioning that heaviest of blows. I have been entrusted with the delivery of a letter to be given to one who cared most for me in life. I hope these words do something to ease the tragedy of my untimely and, honestly, quite unexpected passing. With that, I'm afraid my spell is waning. Is there anything else you need of me before I blink out of existence? How fortunate I was to know someone like you.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of some fair things.
Don't worry, friend.
I would kill for a glass of Ulava wine.
Thanks be to Withers. Even a duke deserves a night off.
You made it. Lady Shah smiles on us.
Are you there, Gale?
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was...
Oh, hello, darling. I was hoping to see you. Withers informed me about this little get-together, and I thought I'd show my whiskers. I can almost feel Gale here. Among his friends. In you. Some part of him remains, doesn't it? I suppose we do. But I certainly wish we didn't. Oh, what I wouldn't give to snuggle up on his lap one more time. Just once would do. No. Not in this life, at least. Perhaps you'd be willing to come meet Gale's mother sometime? She misses him so. And I know it would do her heart a world of good to discuss her son with someone who knew him as he was. See that you do. We'd love to have you. Things have been rather quiet without himself cluttering up the place. Enjoy your party, dear. I've heard you quite deserve a celebration. Remember him fondly, won't you? He thought so highly of you.
Gods, it's so good to see you. It's been far too long. Hold on a moment. Do you smell that?
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. Reminds me of the Wilden Oak. the oldest and most storied tree in all of the Sword Coast. I haven't visited since the Absolute fell. Turns out, rebuilding a city requires more than a simple wave of a duke's hand. Bargains must be made. Alliances must be forged. Customs must be considered. Still, I make the decisions I see fit. The ones I think will restore the city to glory. I serve only Baldur's Gate, not a devil of the first hell. Never. The hexes and eldritch blasts, losing them took getting used to. They left behind a cold abyss where fire once raged. So I stoked a new one. Now the burning comes from within me, not from the depths of Avernus. I've had more than a few challenges, given the horns sprouting from my head. The people know me as one of the champions who saved their beloved city. They know Ravengard blood flows through my veins. The patriarchs, the aristocracy, the councils of Waterdeep and Arm, their arms aren't so wide open. Still, there's no friction that can't be greased with a sly promise or a proposition. Disbanded, to be formed anew. I don't expect a soldier or street sweeper to see through the schemes of a tyrant like Gortash. But the city's lords and ladies were all too eager to abandon their oaths and bend the knee. Liara Porter is now Grand Duke of the Wilds, Sickle of Chult. And I am Will Ravengard, Grand Duke of the Worm, Heart of the Gate. We will yet be four. Until such time and after, we will enact the will of the People's Parliament. Baldur's Gate is nothing without its citizens, both in the upper and lower. Our duty is to them, and only them. The jewel of the coast will shine ever bright, welcoming the weak and the weary from wherever they hail. We are building new housing, not just shanties, but homes where families can rest their heads, plant gardens, pursue happiness. Amazing what can be done when Parliament and the Council pressure the upper city elites to open their coffers. I'm sure the Silver Shields can make do without a few more jeweled crowns. They've fallen under my command for the time being. I considered thrashing every last one of them for the fears they stoked in Gortash's name. But I didn't have the heart for so much as a scolding. Bane's Chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. So I pardoned every last one. Gortash led the parched fist to Bane's bloody well. I refused to punish the thirsty for drinking from it. I still believe in the bow and the blade. But I'm teaching the fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. Of course. I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side. Go on, the night's young. You shouldn't waste a moment of it. Or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen. Beautiful fate. Grander than any of the Patriarch's dreary banquets.
Lady Shah's blessings to you. Or perhaps you don't need them. You look well. Very apt choice of words. But it doesn't just go for me. Lady Shah's entire church prospers. The Absolute washed the Sword Coast with blood and tears. It is now fertile ground for her message to flourish. Broken hearts, shaken faiths, refugees without homes, former cultists without purpose. They can all become the Night Singer's children, with the right nudge. You should see how they flock to us. We spread like the night sky chasing the sun below the horizon. Thank you. But enough of that. I won't have it said that I'm not capable of enjoying a fine night with good company. Tell me what you've been doing. Can you blame them? It must be like meeting their literary hero, or anti-hero, I suppose. I suppose you'll be keen to do the rounds, with so many old acquaintances gathered. Do not let me hoard your time. But don't be such a stranger, either, in future. You know where to find me. I can always make some time for an old friend. One of the privileges of being in charge. I've got my own private wine cellar now. I'll keep a special vintage aside for your visit. All-consuming. Endless decisions to make, underlings jockeying for your attention, threats from the outside, threats from the inside. There's times I miss when it was just our little group against the odds. Simplicity is a luxury that's drifted out of my reach, I'm afraid. But, at least for tonight, I can have a taste of how it used to be. I shouldn't. But from time to time, yes. Holding the office she once held, standing within the shadow of Lady Shah herself, it complicates my feelings towards her. I came to see her as an adversary, an obstacle. But what recourse did she have? What did she see when she looked at me? A future in which she was discarded, where the reward for her service and sacrifice was to groom her own replacement. What transpired was the Dark Lady's will. If time rolled back, I would do the same thing all over again without hesitation. Yet, I am not without sympathy. Almost as busy as I am. Such rapid growth creates a good deal of work for a quartermaster. So many lost souls in need of dark cloaks. She has risen to the occasion, though, as I knew she would. Sometimes she fears the others will grow jealous, but I see her as a favorite. Well, it's true. I do. They can challenge me on the matter if they dare, though none are so bold.
I fear I am becoming accustomed.
Lady Shah's blessings be upon you. Lady Shah's bless... What? A show of sincere affection? You're lucky none of my followers are around to witness this. Come here. Let's keep that our special secret. I have a reputation to maintain, you know.
Thanks be to Withers. Even a duke deserves a night off.
We haven't...
Yes? Yes? What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you. There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.